Hi guys, now I will finally make part 2. Okay, I mean chapter 2 for, what was it called? For chapter 2 of my last mesa book. I already read chapter 1 to you guys. Just, if you haven't saw that video yet, go along and watch the video before you watch this, because, anyway, now where was it? Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna read you chapter 2 now. Like I said in my Lenosaurus and Pliosaurus video, I said that it is gonna be a little long. So, because I might do it in parts if it gets too out of hand. Maybe read the first 2 pages, and then, maybe read the first 2 pages of the chapter, and then I'll pause it, and then I'll make another video having the last 2 pages. Maybe it will, so. I'm just gonna start reading it to you guys. You can listen, enjoy. Where were we? Okay. So, chapter 2, boarding the ship. I'm gonna, because last off we left off where they were going into the ship, and there was this guy, there was this weird guy on the boarding ramp, and he was like, you don't want to be all aboard, you don't want to be late. So in this chapter we're gonna find out who that strange man is and what does he do here on the ship. So enjoy, guys. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the novel. Okay. So chapter 2, boarding the ship. Who are you? Angela asked the strange man on the boarding ramp. The person who's going to keep you alive on this trip, the man answered. Angela didn't like this man already. That's Kojak, Angela's father said. He protects us every time we make an expedition across an ocean. Oh great, Angela thought. Dad didn't tell me there would be a bodyguard. Kojak was the man that will protect the paleontologists from crocodiles and other dangerous Australian wildlife while they're digging bones. Hello, Mr. Robert. Your daughter seems a little rude to me, said Kojak. Sorry about that, Mr. Kojak. Nice to meet you again, said Angela's father. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too, and I'm sorry to be in your way, said Kojak. Step aside, he continued. Angela Angela and her father, Albert, walked up to the boarding ramp and stepped out of the dino. Try to be a little respectful to Kojak, whispered Albert into Angela's ear. Don't forget that he's the one that will protect us. Angela nodded. She didn't want to talk about it. Angela and Albert walked under the bow of the dino. Angela put her hands on the ship's railing and stared into the sea. She watched as seagulls darted into the water in search of food. Angela fed them a piece of bread her father gave her and sighed. Dad, she said. Yeah? Albert replied. What if the ship sinks? Asked Angela. Don't worry. The ship is guaranteed not to sink. Titanic reference. Yeah, I had that Titanic reference in there. Okay? Unsinkable. So it seems that it will flip over even if you do a small. Sorry about that. I have like stuttering problems. Okay, sorry if you can't understand exactly what I'm saying. Okay. So okay. Said Robert. But it's old and creaky, said Angela. It seems that it will flip over even if even a small wave touches it. She continued. Just don't worry about it, replied Albert, and they continued looking into the sea. The dino will be leaving in 5 minutes, said the captain to the speaker. Angela was still worried about the ship sinking. Even though she was 21, it was her first boat trip out to sea, and she wasn't used to it. Why don't you come downstairs, Mr. Roberts, said Corderick as he walked up the stairs and greeted Angela and Albert on the bow. Why don't you look around and see your rooms down there? He continued. Sure, Corderick, I'll come downstairs, said Albert. Come to, Angela, said Albert and winked. Corderick led Angela and Albert down the stairs and through the hallways of the dino. Angela thought the ceiling was going to fall on their heads. The whole hallway creaked. Right this way, said Corderick as he walked down the hallways, and Angela started to see some doors in the sides of the hallway. Here we are, said Corderick as he pointed to two separate rooms. Albert Albert read the words Albert, Angela, and Albert on the signs of the doors of the rooms. "This is your room," said Albert to Angela. Angela opened the door to her room and wasn't happy. She almost ran out of the boarding ramp when she saw her room. The room was about the size of a bathroom, and there was a dirty mattress to sleep in. "So you like it?" said Corjac. "No!" screamed Angela. "There's no TV in here, and it's tiny." She continued. "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" said Corjac. "I'm getting out of here." He continued and walked down the hallway. Angela's face turned red. So far she wasn't enjoying the trip at all. "What did I tell you about respecting Corjac?" said Albert angrily. "You better sleep on that bed or you're grounded when you get home." So yeah, I know she's 21, but she has a harsh father. It's one of those fathers that want their child forever. They don't want their child to leave. So it's one of those things, okay? So I know it's kind of weird grounded at the age of 21. Because she's already an adult and she's not a child anymore. I know it's kind of weird, okay? So just don't write in the comments saying that is so unrealistic. Why would you be guarded at the age of 21? Yeah, I know. Okay, I'm saying it now for a reason, right? So let's continue. "Fine," said Angela, "but I'm not happy about it." "Okay," said Albert. Let's go meet up with the others. "The gunner will be leaving in 2 minutes," said the captain through the speaker as the boarding ramp went up. After a while walking down the hallways and past the rooms, Angela and Albert finally reached the open lobby. The open lobby wasn't big either. It was much smaller than your average living room. There was a small rug in the middle, and there was a green couch on each side. There also was a underwater camera where you can watch what is going on underwater. So it's kind of cool. It's a cool ship. It's an old creaky ship, but they added an underwater camera for all the kids on board so they could look into and see all the fish and marine life swimming around, because it's going to be a long trip. There's going to be a lot of children on board, and the children might get bored, so they want to look at fish through the window. So it's like a free aquarium. Um, Tyler and his father were sitting on the couch and were eating a bag of chips. Tim and Tom were watching the fish through the underwater camera. "Look," said Tom as the fish swam by. "They're coming so close," said Tim as the fish swam closer to the camera. Why are you so excited?" Corjac asked the twins. It's more exciting to catch fish than to watch them," he continued. You should see my brother. He is a fisherman in the Indian Ocean, and he catches all kinds of things all day." Corjac continued blabbing along with his conversation, and everyone in the open lobby listened to him. Angela rolled her eyes again. She didn't want to be part of this, and she walked back down the hallway and onto the bow. Albert stayed in the open lobby to hear Corjac's story. Suddenly, another man appeared from down the hall. He had just made it aboard the diner. He wore a white vest and had glasses on his eyes. Had white hair and wore black boots on his feet. He was a lead paleontologist, Dr. John Fillmore, and he was there to guide the other paleontologists on their expedition. Albert Einstein reference. White vest, white hair, black boots. Albert Einstein reference. I have a lot of cartoonish references in this novel, okay? And I think you already noticed that from chapter 1. I'm making a video, Dad. Just leave me alone for a sec, okay? Okay. "Hello, John. No time no see," said Albert. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Going to enjoy the trip," said John. "Nice to see you. Going to enjoy the trip?" said John. "Yeah," said Albert. He nodded and shook hands with John. John stayed to listen to Kojak's story as well. I gotta use the bathroom," said Kojak and walked towards Albert. You you gotta learn to teach that daughter of yours some respect." He whispered to Albert and walked down the hallway. Albert just ignored Kojak and started to talk with John. Nearby, Angela was on the bow looking into the sea. The diner will be leaving. The diner will now be leaving," said said the captain to the speaker for the last time. The the propeller started moving, and the ship shifted away from the docks. Angela saw her homeland disappear into the distance. Seagulls flew overhead. They were going to spend months. Okay, the computer just went off. This video is starting to get long, but I'm almost done with the chapter, so I don't have to separate in the parts. It's just like, do you know when your computer, like, when you leave it, like, on touch for a second, it just turns off? That's what just happened to me, okay? So, yeah. So, nothing, I hope you got silent for that moment, okay? So, yeah. She goes flew overhead. They were going to spend months at sea and another 2 weeks at Australia. Angela said goodbye to her homeland and headed back downstairs. But little did they know what was going to happen in a few hours. Dun dun dun! Stay tuned for the next chapter.